Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live here in Memphis, Tennessee, in Shelby County. And today's date is early Sunday morning, June the 15th of 2014. I'm going to date this video with yesterday's date, which will be Saturday, June 14th, 2014. And it's, as you know, here in the United States of America, this is the day that been set aside to celebrate Father's Day. So myself and all the men, this is the day that's been set aside here in America as being Father's Day. And for the time, right now it's 3:41 a.m. I wasn't intending on being this late up this morning, but I had to deal with Mozilla Firefox on the desktop. For some apparent reason, Mozilla Firefox had some kind of update, and I was on the computer earlier this night. Like I say, it's 3:41 a.m. and around 12 something. I was on the computer and everything, and I went over there to Mozilla Firefox because you know different browsers and things. Sometimes you use the Internet Explorer, and then you can use Google Chrome, and then you have your Mozilla Firefox. And I went over to Mozilla Firefox, and some kind of update, some things didn't work out right, so that caused me to take up a little time. But like I said, I'm not gonna be long on this video. Like I said, this is the day that's set aside, that's recognized here in America as Father's Day. I am a father, and I have two children. They both adults. My daughter, I have a daughter. She's the oldest by 2 years. Then I have a son. He's the youngest. Different mothers, as you know, of course. Both the mothers are my children's sister. My daughter, she's the oldest. That's my wife. That's the child that I have, my ex-wife. And my ex-wife, younger sister, she's the mother of my son. And like I said, they both adults, and I am a father, so this is the day that set aside as Father's Day. So myself and the other men, fathers, and this is our day, so happy Father's Day. But like I said, I'm not going to even try to be long. I wasn't even intending on being up this time of the morning, but like I said, I was dealing with Mozilla Firefox and with the other browsers. Because sometimes on the computer it be the same thing with Internet Explorer, with Google Chrome. They have some kind of update. And so that's what caused me to be a little late. But I first want to say thank you to all my fans and my supporters for your continued encouragement and support. Excuse me. And like I say, as I said on my previous video, as you know, I'm constantly and continually working on my entertainment, my musical intentions. I've already initiated or started because my interests are not just limited to just musically based. There are a lot of things that I'm interested in, entertainment-wise. Entertainment is very broad, and Also, music. Music is a broad industry. So that's the reason why I say that I'm working on my entertainment and music interests. And I've already initiated, I had been initiated, but there's some things I had done. I guess I went to purchase some music. It's just the music. I didn't do the lyrics. I'm working on that now. But I went to purchase music from One Sound Studio here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's right there on Airways Boulevard. Everything is right here in City Memphis. And I'm still working on music. Just I'm emphasizing, staying focused on. I had to work every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday. And I'm also a student, a freshman, currently enrolled at Monroe College Online. And I'm majoring in business administration, concentration in marketing. And right now, I'm in my second semester. I'm in the spring semester of my studies right now. Like I said, first semester, with the foundation of marketing in my creative writing class. So now I'm in my second semester, and it's the principle of management. And I'm also having my other class, the integrated business application, which is an IT class. And it's a little challenging for me to deal with the IT class. But like everything else, like I said, I'm not a quitter, and I won't give up. And there's a lot of my time get taken by me working. But I know that as time goes on, I get better and better. As time goes on. But I'm glad I'm in school, and I have no intention of quitting or dropping out here, anything like that. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's just, like anything, you working, that's 8 hours right there. And then once you get off work, you got to have time for rest. Because if you don't get rest, you're not as sharp and alert as you should. Then you're not going to be able to, your attention span not going to be where it's supposed to be when it comes to your studies. So rest is very important. And then by the time you get a little rest and everything, you only have just a few hours. And then you got 2 classes. And then in my other class, it's challenging because I'm having to do projects and things. I'm having to quizzes and exams, and having to memorize a lot of vocabulary. So by no means is anything easy, but at the same time, it's not that difficult. I think my position is always there's a time thing that I don't really just have time that I like to have to focus on my studies because I have to work. And like I said, I'm not going to be long in this video. This week, regrettably, a very famous and renowned African American woman who passed away this week, Miss Ruby D. And we express our condolences to her family and friends. She'll be sorely missed. And this week, I want to just briefly say that, recently they've been talking about Iraq in the news. And in my previous video, I had said that, we as Americans, we pretty much, based on our President Obama, he makes public speeches and he gives his position on many issues. And one of the main issues that President Obama has gave his position is on terrorism and on Iraq and that region of the world. And he has said in the past that he does not tolerate terrorism. So was that. And the situation in Iraq, excuse me, is one of those places where Al Qaeda and some of the other, because there are some other terrorist, Islamic-based terrorist organizations have tried to use different countries as a base for their terrorist activities. And as I said in my previous video, a lot of it, you're just not realistic. Basically, you get a bunch of men together and some women, and they come up with these ridiculous ideas that they gonna get them somewhere. You see the news footage. See, this is what I was saying about the military. Do you see the military equipment that they use? Not just think about look at what they have. Just look at when you see the news, look at the weapons that they use, and think about the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Just think about them over in Iraq right now, and what they doing. And think about the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the weapons that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization has at its disposal. You understand? Because as of right now, there's an aircraft carrier sitting right there in the Persian Gulf, been deployed to the Persian Gulf because of the situation in Iraq. See, and all the nations, the majority of the nations in the North Atlantic Treaty Organization have aircraft carriers, destroyers, frigates, battleships, and all the naval vessels that the United States have. They might not have as many, but they do have that capability. Now, these militant insurgents, they don't have that. Just like Hezbollah, they don't have that capability. And the insurgents right over there in Iraq right now, they don't have that capability. Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, other militant insurgents anywhere in the world, they don't have that capability that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization has. And this is a very serious situation because they continually do the same thing over and over again. They give them some rifles, some bullets, some hand grenades, some shoulder-fired rockets, and they go around making threats. Now, you can't be serious. You can't be serious when you see America fighting in Afghanistan as we speak. You can't be serious. None of you militants nowhere on this planet could be actually serious thinking that you want to fight the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. You can't be serious. You can go get all the rifles, bullets, hand grenades, shoulder fire rifles, all in one. But they are no match for what the weapons that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization have. The British have nuclear weapons. The British, the French have nuclear capability. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization are on the United Nations Security Council. The Chinese, the French, the British, the Americans, the Russians, they're all on the United Nations Security Council. And they all have nuclear capability. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. See, this is the reason why you can't be serious. We're talking about the United Nations Security Council. All these nations, Chinese have nuclear weapons. The Russians have nuclear weapons. The British, the French, the Americans, they all have nuclear weapons. And you're going to go get you some rockets, shoulder fire rockets, some hand grenades, some rifles, and some bullets. You're not serious. You're not serious at all. You're not serious at all. It shouldn't be taken seriously. It shouldn't tolerate the nonsense that you militants think you can get away with. You need to stop. You need to stop being immature and childish and grow up. You need to stop being childish and being immature and grow up. This is not Star Wars. You think there's some kind of Star Wars movie? You're in fantasy land somewhere. You think there's Harry Potter? You think there's some kind of Harry Potter book? You understand? You think it's the Wizard of Oz or something? That's what you people think when you be getting them rifles and bullets, and you don't even think about the United States is on the United Nations Security Council. You don't even think about the British and the French. That's North Atlantic Treaty Organization. You don't even think about the Chinese. You don't even think about the Russians on the United Nations Security Council. They all have nuclear weapons. And they're not finna let nobody. Do you see anybody else on this planet that had that nuclear tape? Because ain't none of these nations finna let you get your hands on no nuclear weapons. It ain't happened yet. And they ain't gonna let it happen. They all signed the treaty. And all the nations around the world have signed the nuclear proliferation treaty. See, that's how serious it is. See, it's not something that you're getting away with. See, these nations abide by law, international law. Every nation on this planet signed the nuclear proliferation treaty, and they abide by it. Every nation on this planet. They're not letting nuclear weapons nowhere anymore. And not just nuclear, also biological and chemical. You can think back some years back when they were having a problem with landmines. Now, you don't even hear about landmines anymore. There's only a few places where they still have a problem with landmines. Little children were getting hurt. Innocent civilians were getting hurt. So a lot of you militants need to grow up. You need to stop being silly. You need to just went sit down and stop all this foolishness. Because you're not serious, and nobody should take you serious. Every nation on this world, on this planet, is a member of the United Nations. And the United Nations, they have laws. And every nation on this planet is trying to live by international law. A lot of you people that call yourself insurgents, you wouldn't even be here if it weren't for the United Nations and the treaties that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and all the other nations around the world have signed to keep people from hurting each other and fight about the same thing over and over again. There's no need for you to be going to get no shoulder fire rockets and bullets and rifles and hand grenades. Your message is not a new message. You need to stop playing with everybody. You got an aircraft carrier sitting right there, sitting in the Persian Gulf right now, the American aircraft carrier sitting right there in the Persian Gulf. But I guess, like you did last time, I'm trying to blow up the U.S. code. I guess if you came up with an idea of plane, what you gonna do now? You gonna blow up an aircraft carrier? Well, that's what you wanna do. I don't know where you gonna hide. Because the people that did that, they couldn't hide it. They had nowhere to hide. Well, I don't know where you gonna hide. But you best believe the United States government gonna hunt you down. So whatever you thinking, did nobody get away with blowing the U.S. code and you ain't gonna get away with it. It's just senseless. It's a waste of time and it's just being immature. You need to grow up. And on another issue, more positive, and, I saw a video on TV2 Africa. And now I've been watching the video, be very informative. But one of the videos that I saw this week was about energy in Africa. And that's a very significant development because it's very much needed on the African continent. It's power. And the reason why you need power is to do business. And that it brings investment. It changes the economy changes from being an economy that's stifling, that's not growing, to an economy that emerges because you have power. You can't get people to invest in a country because you can't bring industry when they don't have no power. But when you have power, that brings investors. And that's a very, very significant development. And the government did something that the insurgents or the militants didn't do. And that's another message. A very positive message that the government is bringing about positive development. And that's very much needed, is that you need more things of this nature where you have power and you have investors want to invest in Africa and other countries that are whose economy is not as developing as fast as America and some other countries around the world. That's a very significant development, and it should be encouraged and continue. continue. I'm gonna move on to another portion of my video, and then I'm gonna cut it in. But I'm gonna continue that our conversation, our talk about traditional African culture and customs. And the reason why I say that because it's very important that you understand when you speak about culture and customs. There are things that people do today that people were doing 1,000 years ago. And people are saying that people were saying over 1,000 years ago. And it still exists today. And it's very important that the culture and customs of the past be understood, because there are people who, if they are allowed, they will distort the custom, the culture, and the custom of the past. And we must continue to preserve the traditional African culture and customs to prevent people from doing things of that nature. And today, we'll continue our conversation, our talk on the Afro-Asiatic language. Now today, on my previous video, the Afro-Asiatic language is classified. There are 6 known classifications in the Afro-Asiatic language. And we've already gone over 4. We've gone over the Oghamitic, the Berber, the Chadic, and the Cushitic. And there are 2 more. There are the Semitic and the Egyptian. And today, we're going to the Afro-Asiatic language, the Semitic language. Now, they are a family originating in the Near East. And I say the most widely spoken Semitic language is the Arabic, the Amharic, the Hebrew, the Tigrinya, and the Aramaic. Now, you know that the Semitic language have a lot of influence, not just in every world, but around the world period, because of religion. Now, you know, the Semitic languages, the Arabic and the Hebrew is Judaic Christian influence. And then you have your Arabic language, which is the Islamic influence. And the Afro-Asiatic language is, includes the Ethiopian, the Oghamitic, and the Cushitic, and the Chadic. Because of proximity, close proximity of that area, that the influence of the Afro-Asiatic language through religion has a lot of influence around the world. And I'm not going to say I won't be long, man. I'm not going to, on my next video, we're going to continue our conversation, our talk. The Egyptian language, which is the Afro-Asiatic language. And I'm going to conclude my video at this time. And again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live here in Memphis, Tennessee, and Shelby County. And again, I want to thank all my fans for my support, for your continued encouragement and support. Like I said, this early Sunday morning, today is recognized. It's Father's Day. So, to myself and all the fathers, happy Father's Day. And I won't be attending church tomorrow at Klondike Church of Christ because I'm be working on my schoolwork. But I'm going to take Mom to Midtown Church of Christ on Union Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. Like I said, I'm not going to be going to Klondike Church of Christ. It's on Valentine Avenue here in Tennessee, in Shelby County. Then I got to go back to work Monday at a Maryland Drive on Vans and Walnut here in Memphis, Tennessee, Shelby County. Until my next video, you take care of yourself, and I wish you the best.